Exterminate! It has been not really much I can do about it.
陸少時ハングリーせずさびシュガー
Hey Riku, what's up? What is our bit rate now? Being stupid it looks like.
Terminate!
Our bond is strong. Lightning, don't blink. Sign here, please. Incoming. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Don't blink. That.
Scatter!
Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Coming through.
陸少時ハングリーせずノットマッチジャストヒアー
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Incoming. Service with a spot.
Terminate!
Out of my way. Hey.
I know some people were probably wondering if I had died. I'm still alive, just been busy. Okay.
陸少時ハングリーせずエブリシングイズ SO マッチラウダザンユー
Oh, I probably need to. Well, let me see. Mic is turned up. Yeah, my mic is actually not even part of the time because of its volume not being high. Part of the problem. Yeah, why is it? It's got to be automatically. Must be adjusting the levels or something. Okay, now our levels, yes, now our levels are hitting correct levels. I probably still have to turn down the game a bit though. Yeah. Stuff will automatically change mic volume sometimes, and I hate it when Windows does that. It thinks it's being so helpful, but no, of course it's not. It's like I have it set where I want it. Stop messing with shit, Windows. I don't have it checked to allow stuff to control it, so I don't know why it gets adjusted automatically. Windows is just being super helpful. Let me see. Yeah, that hits pretty good levels. Only bad thing right now is the bitrate. Bitrate is still being stupid.
Scatter! Spring forth!
Our bond is strong. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Express delivery. Don't blink. Hey! With sword comes shadow. I'll settle this. Speed of light. Service with a spot.
Cut to the chase. Speed of light.
Yeah, soon we'll be able to get back to
陸
the
上でハン
quests
グリ
and
ーゼ
stuff.
ル一をつなぐる。
Yeah. Spring forth.
Barely, it looks like, sometimes.
With sword comes shadow.
The bit rate's supposed to be like this. I'm not getting that. The internet is being stupid. Yeah, it's supposed to be set to 8,000. We're getting like half of that.
Don't blink. Hey!
Oh. They would have sent a letter also.
陸上ゼハングリーセズ I am used to PowerPoint at work カッパ。
You're used to PowerPoints at work. Oh man.
Sign here, please. Dissipate. Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Hey! Coming through. Incoming. Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Scatter. Spring forth.
Stand with me.
陸上ゼハングリーセズイブビーンプレレンゲージ7。
Press delivery.
Oh, how's that?
Don't blink. Hey! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Don't blink. Hey! That's that.
Here.
Our bond is strong. With sword comes shadow.
Ah, shoot. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what we got for the kaching. Well, not kaching.
陸上ゼハングリーセズゼーハブザオーバーロードキャラクターカメオ&イッツインタレスティング。
Oh, yeah. You have the Chevrolet. You've got a Chevy. Let me see. Gonna turn up my volume a little bit to compensate for turning down the other volume. What's up? Oh, yeah.
Day after yours. Is there anything important about it? It's just saying that.
Oh, yeah. It just tells you whether or not you qualified. Yeah.
What does yours say?
Mine said that I didn't.
It didn't?
No, because of my previous paycheck from work.
Where?
See. Okay.
Where that you were approved?
I just remember reading it somewhere. Yeah. I don't remember. We just have to read through it.
Where's your paper?
I threw it away. I didn't need it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Oh,
We'll try to enhance this one. Let's see. We can get some crit rate onto it. Or some crit damage. Or attack, that would be nice. No, energy recharge, of course. It's not exactly what we need on Fischl. Mm. If this one can roll into crit rate or crit damage, that would be nice. The one that she's already got just rolled super well. But if something can have more good stats, that would be even better. Use the other +4 flower. What can we get for another stat here? Defense, of course it's going to do that. It would be nice to get something decent. Defense, of course. Yeah, the one that she's currently got is kind of the best there. They do not like giving me good artifacts like at all. Who is the next character that we need to get here? Oh, was it Chevreuse that I was going to do next? I guess it was. Yeah, I guess it's Chevreuse that I'm going to do next. Okay, so let me see. Chevreuse. Let me look at what artifacts we need for you here. Okay. Chevreuse. Okay, what do we need? Noblesse Oblige, health ×4. Maximize buffs and healing of Chevreuse. Here, uptime of buffs from Noblesse Oblige. Okay, let's see. This just looks like it does damage. So why are we putting Noblesse Oblige on her? Why would we need / want her burst to be up constantly? Like, she's not a primary damage dealer. What would even be the point of that? Let me see. Okay. So after she uses her skill, they gain attack for health. Okay, that makes sense why they're building all of that. Ooh. Okay, that's nice too. Okay, I can see why we just build flat health and not healing bonus stuff. Okay. But the artifact set is very questionable at best. The heck? Why would we... Like this. There's a ball using that. Would that be a hold, or would that be a press? Yeah, I'm not sure about Noblesse Oblige. How much energy does her burst take? That would be another key factor. 60. It's not even all that low. Yeah, like what's the point of Noblesse Oblige on her? That's what I want to know. Yeah, is it just like the 20% buff from Noblesse Oblige? I believe is what it is. Where's Bennett? Where is Bennett boy? Benny! We need to see like an actual... Okay. Yeah, 20%. How long does her E last? Why wouldn't we... Let me see. Says 12 seconds. Would the one artifact set that, what's her face has not work on them? Would that not work when an element... Well, I guess it has to hit an opponent, yeah. So that wouldn't work. Yeah, why not go Ocean Hued Clam? What's this one? Okay. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It's for every 1,000 health that we gain 1% extra attack. To replace that 20% buff, we would need a good 20,000 extra health, and I don't think we would get that through other artifact health buffs. But I can kind of see why you would use it. Well, I can kind of see why you would use Noblesse Oblige. I don't know, it's like, will the small buff from that outweigh Ocean Hued Clam, though? I don't know. How much does Chevreuse heal? So I think if Chevreuse can heal a lot, then Ocean Hued Clam would be the better option there. Maiden Beloved, I don't think we're gonna need that much healing out of her. Like, I don't know.
陸将ゼハングリー says I don't math.
You don't math? I'm gonna look up a video guide on her and see just general information on her. Chevreuse guide builds. I think either one, kind of. Okay.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a complete Chevreuse guide. Chevreuse, or Chevreuse, as I naturally call her, so sorry in advance that I speak French, is the newest 4-star Pyro Polearm character in Genshin Impact, and she has a very unique support that we will cover in this video. In fact, in today's video, we're going to be covering everything you need to know about this character, covering her best builds, both artifact and weapon-wise, best teams, playstyle.
You're not really going to be getting a whole lot of overloads with Bennett. Bennett doesn't really apply Pyro very well. You'd be better off, honestly, using Toma. Toma's shields in this kind of team would actually be really freaking good.
Constellations, and so much more, as well as showcasing her potential even at C0. Before we begin, I want you guys to know that I got this extensive guide out relatively early, thanks to her in-game
Yeah, plus Chevreuse is already a healer, so why are we equipping Bennett here? Like, what's the point of 2 heal? Sure, Bennett has buff, but like, Toma, you're actually going to be getting the use out of Chevreuse.
And
plus the shield, like shields are incredibly useful.
Also because I had access to a media server to play her a bit before she came out. And lastly,
really
as always,
good
if you want to catch me live, I stream both sites on
too.
Twitch, link in the description if you're interested. Excuse the slightly different audio from usual as I'm not home right now. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the guide. Alright, so starting things off, what does Chevreuse actually do? First of all, her elemental skill is going to be the main part of her kit. This is an ability that you can press or hold, firing a shot of AoE pyro damage when you tap it, and then continuously healing your active character afterwards. How much you heal is going to scale on your max HP, and it's a pretty decent amount of single target healing to your active party member. Before we talk about the healing though, I want to emphasize the hold part of this ability, where if you hold your skill, you will enter the aiming mode, where you can lock onto a target, fire a shot, and this shot will be significantly more powerful if you've procced the overload reaction. In fact, whenever you proc an overload on any character in your team, you will gain an overcharge ball, and then when you hold your skill, you can fire it, which will deal more pyro damage in a larger area. On top of that, you will still get your healing proc even if you hold your skill, and you share the same cooldown in both forms, so there's really no reason not to hold your skill for the most part. If that wasn't enough, overloading doesn't just give you more damage. It won't just make your skill a bit better, but it's actually the core part of Chevreuse's kit, being a character whose buffs are centered around the overload reaction, or at least between electro and pyro units together. Her first passive talent is one that will give you a huge
That's kind of the problem with Genshin, is rather than actually fixing the reaction itself, they just add a character in to make it viable. It's not the way to do things.
Damage buff to both your pyro and electro characters. In fact, as soon as you proc an overload reaction, enemies affected by this overload will have both their pyro and electro resistance decreased by 40% for 6 seconds. This is absolutely huge, as resistance shred is very valuable to increasing your team's overall damage, and
in Abyss, Overworld, they don't have all that much resistance to begin with.
Is one of the main reasons why Anemo supports are so prevalent in the meta and such.
Maybe in Abyss, in like literally the other 95% of the game's content, doesn't freaking matter.
Strong options. The Verdescent Veneer set that Anemo characters can run decreases the resistance of whatever you swirl by 40%, which is the exact same as Chevreuse's passive. The 40% resistance decrease that is offered on Chevreuse's passive makes her a great support for teams where you'll be proccing the overload reactions comprised of only pyro and electro characters. This passive talent does come with that restriction, where it'll only proc if all all of your party members are Pyro and Electro, and you also have at least one of each. Because of this, while your Chevreuse will restrict what teams you can build, if you actually want to get her buffs, especially this 40% decrease in both Pyro and Electro res, she will differentiate herself from someone like Nilou, who also forces you to go only characters of two specific elements, Hydro and Dendro in her case, by effectively increasing the damage of your Pyro and Electro damage dealing characters and abilities, and not of the overload reaction itself. Nilou will buff your bloom damage and make you want to run elemental mastery characters in your team, at least the character that's triggering the reaction, but with Chevreuse, it's the opposite. She's increasing your damage through whatever Pyro and Electro abilities you're using, but not incentivizing you to focus on overload, as the reaction damage itself really isn't that high. This means that if you're running, for example, an Electro character that will be triggering the overload reaction, you don't want to build elemental mastery on them just for that reaction, and going for your standard damage build will still be the way to go, as once again, Chevreuse will increase your damage by decreasing the resistance of opponents. If that wasn't enough, her second passive is one that'll just give you up to 40% attack as you fire an overcharged ball through your elemental skill.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess it is a 40% cap. If they didn't cap it, you would probably cap somewhere around 50%. So, I don't even really know why they bothered capping it, because there's not all that much difference between 40 and 50%. I would have just
陸
left
将
it
ゼハングリー
uncapped if
says
it was
Nilu will
me.
buff your team and make you want to kill yourself since Genshin sucks LUL.
While your first passive's res decrease will last for only 6 seconds, which typically isn't the biggest deal as long as you have a decent amount of Electro application through an on-field or off-field character, this second passive will last for 30 seconds, meaning that it'll
Genshin
basically
doesn't
always be
suck,
active,
it
provided
could
you
just be
are
better.
firing an overcharged ball. Because of this, make sure you're proccing
Genshin's
overload
always been
and
a really
using the
good
hold
game.
skill on your Chevreuse basically all the time for not only more damage, but also more buffs, as you would lose out on this attack percent if you were to just press your skill. Now, for how much attack percent you gain, this actually scales on your Chevreuse's max HP. 1% attack to all of your party members that are Pyro or Electro for every 1000 max HP you have. The maximum is 40% attack at 40,000 HP, which might seem like a lot, but really isn't that hard to get if you're building your Chevreuse in a supportive manner, as we will cover in this video. Also,
Yeah.
if you didn't notice,
I would
all of
agree.
these buffs that you're gaining come from just the need to overload and use your elemental skill. The attack percent comes from holding your skill after overloading, and then the res shred, which is genuinely a much bigger DPS increase, a really huge buff, is one that will require you to overload, but also have only Pyro and Electro characters in your team, whereas the rest of your kit
kind
doesn't
of
really
see
need
why
that.
you
Another
would
thing you may have
run
noticed with Chevreuse's
Oblige,
kit is
but-
that your elemental burst is one that will deal 2 instances of damage. First of all, doing a big hit of AoE pyro damage by shooting with your musket, and then splitting into a bunch of secondary explosive shells, with these shells dealing a lesser amount of pyro damage. This burst has a 15-second cooldown and a 60 energy cost. While this burst does have a decent scaling based on your Chevreuse's attack, depending on your playstyle, this is more or less relevant, and sometimes it's not even worth using if you're purely using her in a supportive role, but more on this in the coming section. Because of this, focusing on your skill and your passive
wonder if you
talents
could
make
use
her
that
a
along
really
with
powerful,
Mona
even low investment
Snapshot,
support that doesn't really need much to really be able to buff your
big
team on
burst
top of giving you
damage.
healing. In fact, for a bit more info on your healing, here's how much my 40k HP Chevreuse is healing me on a pretty standard build for my active party member. The healing is honestly pretty similar to someone like Kuki, and is pretty decent. It's okay, it's not the most healing, but it's enough to allow you to not need to run another healer on top of giving you all the other buffs that we talked about. For more info about your skill, you should know that it heals once every 2 seconds, with a healing duration lasting for 12 seconds with a 15-second cooldown. You also have 1 hit of Usia aligned damage on your skill, which can be convenient. Lastly, for your talent priority, a standard Chevreuse build would level her skill first, as this increases your healing as well as your damage. For your personal damage, leveling your burst can actually be a bit more efficient, but typically the healing on your skill is a nice upgrade as well if you're going for a more supportive playstyle. Do keep in mind that a low investment Chevreuse might not even need to level her talents almost at all, as a lot of her value comes from her passives, but the healing on your skill is quite nice. And obviously you don't need to level your normal attacks. Now, with that in mind, for Chevreuse's playstyle, here are the
I don't know. I don't feel like there really is a...
there's actually a few important things you need to understand. First of all, the vast majority of Chevreuse's buffs can be attained very easily. All you need to do is have a full party with Pyro and Electro characters only, no other elements, proc an overload reaction, firing off your special overcharged ball by holding and firing your skill, and that's it. You will then not only heal your team, but also decrease the Pyro and Electro resistance of opponents by 40%, provided you just procced overload on them, and then on top of that, you will give your team up to 40% attack if you have 40,000 HP, or a bit less attack if your HP is not that high. Another really strong...
Let's see what he says.
For each type of playstyle that you're looking for. Throughout the coming sections, we'll talk about a purely supportive HP stacking healer build, and then we'll also talk about a sub DPS that focuses on her personal damage as well. First of all, for the artifact sets you're looking for, as a support slash healer, it's pretty straightforward. First of all, a very resin efficient and easy way to build your Chevreuse is going to be mix and matching 2P sets that give you valuable stats. This can include HP percent 2P.
I could definitely see that.
Like Tenacity the Millith and Vorukash's Glow, either together or mix and match with a healing bonus 2-piece like Song of Days Past, Ocean Hued Clam, or Maiden's Beloved. Any of these mix and match together can be a great way to either get more HP or get more healing, or a little bit of each. 2-piece Emblem is also viable for energy recharge if you plan on using your burst every rotation, although it's not as necessary in a purely supportive build. Outside of mix and matching 2-piece sets though, there are some really good supportive sets that you can run on Chevreuse to maximize your team's damage. The first of which includes the 4-piece Noblesse Oblige, a standard one that will give all your party members 20% attack after using your burst. While Chevreuse can make good use of the set, you will need to build energy recharge on her if you want to be able to burst every rotation, but if you can do that, the attack percent is great, provided you're not already running Noblesse on another character in your team, for example someone like Bennett that you may be running alongside of her. Other good supportive sets include, first of all, Tenacity the Millith, and while the 2-piece will give you HP percent, which is great, the 4-piece will give your party members 20% attack for 3 seconds after using your skill. While this is typically not recommended on
Yeah, the only thing is she won't be able to continue to proc it, so rather than other characters like Layla that will continue to proc it. It just doesn't seem like there's really any set that's just like really good for her in particular.
Characters whose skills don't constantly deal damage even when they're off field, you can actually manage to extend the duration of this buff in certain teams where you're running characters who can snapshot it alongside your Chevreuse. While this set is niche, it can be a strong option when paired with those snapshotting characters like Shangling, Fischl, or Beidou, who you can swap into right after using your skill on Chevreuse to use their abilities and snapshot this attack buff, making it last for its entire duration. Additionally, I also wanted to talk about the Song of Days Past set, or technically Ocean Hued Clam, two sets that will give you more damage based on how much you're healing. Song of Days Past in particular is interesting, as the 2-piece set will give you healing bonus, and then the 4-piece will give you a damage buff similar to Shenhe's Quills to your active party member whenever they damage opponents with their attacks, skill, or burst. How much damage you're doing will scale on how much you heal, but generally, if you go on a full healer build where you're maximizing your HP and don't have to build too much of any other stat, you can actually cap out this set even at C0, making it a strong supportive option, and sometimes even your best in slot. This set will also get better with C6 and is especially valuable if you can really make use of it, have enough healing, and don't accidentally waste the buffs by doing very small hits of damage. With that in mind, this set will get better at C6 though, as you do get quite a bit more burst healing, which would make the set even more valuable. Also, this domain isn't really the most efficient to spend your resin on, but it is definitely a good and viable set that can sometimes be your best in slot, so I did want to mention it and
I don't know, increasing your damage by 8%, the total healing amount. Not seem anywhere even close to what the Ocean Hued Clam will do. As far as I know, that is like 90% of the healing that you're doing.
highlight it in this section. With that in mind, you can also run other healing sets like Ocean Hued Clam or Maidens, whereas for most people,
Yeah. the end of the duration, the foam will explode and deal damage to them based on 90% of the accumulated healing. And this is every 3 seconds. And then this resets every 10 seconds, right? Damage dealt will be increased by 8% of the total healing amount recorded by that. I don't know about that. Okay, so it records the healing over a period of 6 seconds. That doesn't seem like it's going to be as much as ocean-hued clam. That basically records the amount of healing for 3 seconds and then releases 90% of that damage, that healing as damage. So like, I don't see any way in which this is even going to come close. 8% versus 90%. I don't see any way in which that's even going to come close. I mean, I suppose 8% times 5 attacks, especially with someone like Yoimiya, but even then that's only 40%. But I do guess it's also recorded over double the duration, so maybe you could say that that's 80% if you get 5 hits in. But even then you've got that 10-second cooldown, versus this only has a 3-second cooldown basically. Or well, no, it's basically an instant cooldown. It basically goes right back into ocean-hued clam recording mode instantly after the first duration ends, so this just seems like a really... When ocean-hued clam exists, this just seems like a very bad set. Unless I'm drastically missing something. This just seems like a way worse set all the way around.
How much you're healing. Song of Days Past in particular is interesting, as the 2-piece set will give you healing bonus, and then the 4-piece will give you a damage buff similar to Shenhe's Quills to your active party member whenever they damage opponents with their attacks, skill, or burst. How much damage you're doing will scale on how much you heal, but generally, if you go on a full healer build where you're maximizing your HP and don't have to build too much of any other stat, you can actually cap out this set even at C0, making it...
Yeah, it's removed after it's taken effect 5 times or after 10 seconds. So you hit them with it 5 times, and then it goes into recording mode for another 6 seconds, and then you can use it again. The downtime, too, like on top of it. Like you get 8% of that healing that was recorded over 6 seconds to be applied 5 times.
It a strong supportive option, and sometimes even your best in slot. This set will also get better with C6, and is especially valuable if you can really make use of it, have enough healing, and don't accidentally waste the buffs by doing very small hits of damage. With that in mind, this set will get better at C6 though, as you do get quite a bit more burst healing, which would make the set even more valuable. Also, this domain isn't really the most efficient to spend your resin on, but it is definitely a good and viable set that can sometimes be your best in slot, so I did want to mention it and highlight it in this section. With that,
but even that isn't saying much. It doesn't seem to be particularly
mind, you can
good
also
for
run
her.
other healing sets like Ocean-Hued Clam or Maidens, whereas for most people, I envision you getting the most value out of just mix and matching 2-piece sets for a low investment build, or going a supportive set that'll buff your team like Noblesse Oblige, or in more unique cases, Song of Days Past, which is what I am running, or Tenacity of the Millilith. With that in mind, for a damage dealer build, a sub DPS Traverse, the sets you're looking for are completely different. First of all, Emblem of Severed Fate is great at increasing your burst damage, and provided you need a bit of ER, which Chevreuse usually needs quite a lot of, then this will be your best in slot set a lot of the time. This set gives you a lot of burst damage and energy recharge that is then converted.
See, I think we're gonna want Noblesse Oblige then for her. So let's try to roll some of these into that set. Her. And actually, are her artifacts actually even really good enough? See there, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, okay, 13. Let's see how much we've got on her. Two, 10.9, 20.2, 26.4, 14, 20.2, 7.8. Almost. We could use some better artifacts for her, but she's really close to the amount that I would want to see, so I'll just call it good on her. So yeah, I think we're gonna jump into that, because I don't think we can run... Yeah, we can't combine them for the other artifact sets. Okay. We've got a bunch of these. Oh, wait, oh yeah, I need to make sure that... No, that's Animo. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a really good one. See, they give me good ones in other sets, but then they don't give me good ones in the set that I'm looking for. That's the thing that they do. I don't get why they do that either. So crit damage and attack. Okay. Crit rate and attack. Oh. Crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate, crit damage. Crit damage, crit rate, and attack. Oh wait, yeah. We have no percent health ones on there yet. All she really needs is health percent. Like the energy recharge is more of, at best, a secondary concern. Okay, that one's really good, actually. I think she's more looking for Electro specifically, right? Yeah, she is. If we've got someone that needs defense, this could potentially be a really good one, so... Well, there's a health one. Okay, so let's do some more of these. Yeah, none of those have crit rate or crit damage on the primary stat. I want to say we already have a really good flower, don't we? I'm going to check the flower piece before I do those. Let's check our flower piece. Oh yeah, we have a really good one there. Okay. You really don't need to keep any of these unless they actually stand out as being really good. None of them really do. Alright. We will look on Chevrolet and see what we've got. Yep. So here we can get health energy recharge, energy recharge, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why would people be putting that on her? It doesn't seem very good at all. The 20% boost seems like the better choice. There's health. That could potentially roll into some more energy recharge on that one. Health. Let's enhance this one, see what we can get out of it. See if we can get some energy recharge or something out of it. Attack percent. I mean, it already rolled into 11% health. We can get one with both health and energy recharge, so that's kind of more of what we're looking for. Flat attack, okay. Didn't even have a good second roll to it, and the initial amount wasn't that great, so I'm thinking probably not that one. There's energy recharge. We can go for that one, see what we get. Defense, of course. Okay, this one, let's see what we get if we do another of these. If we can get both health and energy recharge onto one. No, of course not. Why would they let us get both health and energy recharge onto one? Yeah, so let's put that onto her for now. Oh, here's health and energy recharge. Okay, that's nice. You want health, energy recharge. Okay, nice. Health, energy recharge. No, wait. Oh, that was okay. There's a health one at least. Okay. Health, energy recharge. Okay. She's got some good pieces already then. Yeah, she doesn't really need all that much more. Like a better goblet piece would be nice, but other than that, she's pretty much got the pieces that she needs. Well, then the flower too, health and energy recharge. Other than that, she's
Just
got
let me
stuff
know
that
if you
should
ever
roll
find yourself in a
decently,
pinch.
hopefully.
I can help you out.
I don't know, should I try to upgrade her artifacts already? Maybe. Then I could see what we will get on them. From what I remember, that one didn't actually rank as high as the other one. Yeah, that one actually didn't roll that well there at all. So I think I'll use that one. Okay. Yeah, that's not quite what I would hope for on a flower piece. Elemental Mastery, eh? Give us some more health and energy recharge, please. Okay, there we go. Elemental Mastery. We're going to get the kind of rolls that we want here or not. Okay, there's some more health. Kind of lower than I would have liked. I think we had other good options, didn't we? Thought we did. No, I guess not, actually. Wow. That one has energy recharge too. Okay. Rolls into defense, of course. We're going to roll into energy recharge at all, please. Okay, there we go. That's already decent for only having one good stat to roll into on the secondaries. If we could roll into it once more, that would be really nice, though. No. This one can't roll into any good secondaries. This one can, though. Oh, nice. Okay. Ooh, nice. Another 15%. Oh, 22. Yes. Okay, that's more of what we're looking for there. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. This here kind of... It's good enough on that, but like these really suck. Like we should have gotten at least a good 20% on this. It's got 2 that it can roll into. Like yeah, for a single that just Alright, we should have opened up enough artifact slots in order to continue farming from artifacts for Homegirl. Why is our bitrate being this stupid? It's not set to average bitrate or anything like that. Yeah, it's constant bitrate of 8 kilobits per second. 8,000. So why is the bitrate doing this stupid stuff?
Here, please! Out of my way! Incoming! Speed of light! Hey! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Coming through!
Germinate!
Dissipate! Service with a smile! With sword comes shadow. Speed of light! Hey! Coming through!
Propagate!
I'll settle this. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Sign here, please. Incoming. Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Oh shoot. I died before I even needed to use it.
Stand with me.
Um... see the flower piece. If it could roll into crit rate or crit damage, maybe. Okay. That could potentially be a keeper. Don't really want to use that. Yeah. It rolls into attack and crit rate more. Okay, there's some more attack. More attack. Any crit rates? Okay. That, I don't know if that ranks better than what we've already got. .9 times 2 is 4.7 plus 27.2, 39.7, so that's almost 40. .7, 27.3. Yeah, the current one is better. Could be a good one for someone else though.
Germinate!
Incoming! Hey! Service with a smile! Don't blink! With sword comes shadow. Hey! That's that!
Propagate!
Dissipate! Out of my way! Speed of light! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Sign here, please! Here! Speed of light! Don't blink! Nowhere to hide! Hey! Coming through!
Scatter! Yeah, yeah. Germinate!
Stand with me! Incoming! Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
All right. We've used all of our resin. Yeah, let's go to our dailies then.
Ad Astra Abyssop. Ad Astra.
I'm wondering what Amazon sent me here. That they'd be sending me a note. Okay. Okay. Actually, very interesting. See, and I think this is the cable that I ordered. Pretty sure.
Rebooting.
It is a good deal heavier than I would think it would be. $10-foot-long USB-C cable. I think yes.
Rebooting.
Good. Yeah, good 10-foot-long cable. That way I don't have to worry about being tied down super close to an outlet to charge stuff. That is how we make some KFC. And this is how we also put out his fire.
近畿にゼレンセ vs
Hey! How's it going? Alright, Chef Mao. Keeps using all of my genuine chili peppers. It's annoying. I need to start doing other quests. I need to start doing the Fontaine dailies. Let's see, how do I change that? I thought it was... No. Which one is
近
it
畿
to
にゼレンセ
change
ズ Please
word?
tell me you pulled for あれ昨日
Oh yeah, I've pulled for her. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull her though. I don't know that I have enough pulls for it. Let me see. Now, where do we change? Okay, yeah, I think it's in here. Yes, that's right. Let's go Fontaine. Okay. Then we should start getting different quests tomorrow. I think I can clear it with this electro thing, right? Yeah, I can't. Okay. Let me change character.
I'm out of here. Service with a spot. Hurrah! Gotta dash. Don't blink. Hey!
Ah, they're electro. It's the only thing I can really hit them is with stuff other than electro.
And away I go. Come on out.
My goodness.
That's that.
Is that going to be enough? No, it's not. So he's not going to deal that much damage to it.
Ninjutsu! Sign here, please!
Scatter! Spring forth!
This is going to be my main source of damage here.
Take my seat. I'm out of here!
Okay.
Wait for my signal. Coming through!
Propagate!
Stand with me! Lightning, strike! Speed of light, nowhere to hide.
Wait, did I not? Wait, is there still another opponent? Oh, I guess there is. Okay.
Service with a smoke!
Germinate! Yeah.
Okay. So that completes that one.
What? Scatter! Yeah. Yeah. Spring forth! Oh, my blade!
Incoming! Speed of light, cut to the chase! Stand with me!
Ah. This should work.
Incoming! Yeah.
No, it's not here.
Don't blink! Hey!
Ka-ching, here to save the day.
Speed of light! Don't blink! Hey! Incoming! Sign here, please!
Yeah.
Dissipate! Out of my way! Don't blink! With sword from shadow! Hey! Incoming!
Alright, so let's go back here.
Don't blink! Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Alright. So let us continue on our quest.
Incoming. Good.
Our bitrate is still being absolutely horrendous. Internet is goofing the frick off. I hate it when our internet decides to do this stupid crap. Actually, before we do this, I'm gonna go get myself some food here. I will be back.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Nah, I'd think once.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Oh, it's not too late for you if we
You
turn
must
back.
be Sino. I've
We
heard a
don't
lot
really
about
care about
you.
saving
You've got
your
quite
life,
a
though.
reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that
He's
so?
not corrupt.
Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
You can try.
Happy to oblige.
Nowhere to run!
Steady us. Protect us. No, my sword. The fuse is lit. Here come the fireworks.
Lucky today!
Time for a light show. Leave it all to me. Let the show begin. Rain cutter. No, my sword. Fire hazard.
You won this one. This doesn't change anything.
Still
You're
got
in
the
over your
moves.
head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
I forgot the part where that's my problem.
Let's get out of here.
Stings, doesn't it?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap.
Like that would matter. The agenda shed is on it, was it? You freaking femboys of legend.
I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes. Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget, In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa! Who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected mod.
All right.
It's the knave and child.
Yeah, it's the child.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What
Yeah.
are you still doing in Fontaine?
Yeah, go away.
It's you two.
Nobody
I
wants
didn't
you
expect to
here.
run into you here.
Oh, I see.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her.
That's not quite clear.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Nah, I'd think once.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Oh, it's not too late for you if we
You
turn
must
back.
be Sino. I've
We
heard a
don't
lot
really
about
care
you.
about saving
You've got
your
quite a
life, though.
reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit.
Alright, we're back. Our bitrate is still being absolutely abysmal.
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
the worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
That girl
Yeah,
specializes
that's the
in
one.
poisons, though.
I heard Regrador's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping
we can
Linny and the
kidnap
others
you.
brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
That was hard.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just... Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any...
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Nah, I'd think once.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Oh, it's not too late for you if we
You
turn
must
back.
be Sino. I've
We
heard a
don't
lot
really
about
care
you.
about saving
You've got
your
quite a
life, though.
reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that
He's
so?
not corrupt.
Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
You can try.
Happy to apply.
Alright.
The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture. Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon?
Yeah, go
I'm
away,
not sure where our
child.
paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Need to make more of those.
Speed of light. Good.
Yeah, spring forward!
Stand with me. Cut to the chase. Hey! Incoming.
Oh, is it underground? I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Speed of light. Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
So she's a vampire.
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, L'Endroit, Chambel, Horaire. Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. it only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange?
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal. but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See, I don't get why it is that the Knave gets a banner, and Senora never got a banner. Like, I really wish that Senora had been a playable character. In my opinion, they should have given her a banner.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the Knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Trust is ever, Traveler. Look! Look over there! Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
I could just draw more attention to her, though.
Don't blink! Huh? Speed of light! Over there! Our bond is strong! Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast! Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh! I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here, Clairvy. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough. You're saying the Knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother?
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Nah, I'd think once.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Oh, it's not too late for you if we
You
turn
must
back.
be Sino. I've
We
heard a
don't
lot
really
about
care
you.
about saving
You've got
your
quite
life,
a
though.
reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so?
Corrupt?
Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
You can try.
Happy to oblige.
Nowhere to run!
Steady us, protect us.
No, my sword!
The fuse is lit! Here come the fireworks!
Lucky today!
Time for a light show! Leave it all to me. Let the show begin.
Rain cutter! No, my sword!
Fire hazard!
You won this one. This doesn't change anything.
Still
You're
got
in
the
over your
news.
head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
I forgot the part where that's my problem.
Let's get out of here.
Stings, doesn't it?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap.
Like that would matter. The agenda shed is on it. You freaking femboys of legend.
I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on! There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes? Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
coming. Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Ratkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus. I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Do I stand by this bone and chicken side? I mean, hey, listen. All of the best chicken has bones in it. When you think boneless, you think like buffalo chicken, barbecue, which is like, yeah, it's okay. It's not the best chicken. But then when you think bone-in chicken, you think fried chicken. That's the good stuff. And oven roasted chicken. Ooh, and then the grilled chicken. So, all of the best chicken has bones in it, okay? That's just straight up facts. You can't deny that. So where exactly does this have a day, sir? Not a good day, just a day. I know. My opinions are not valid.
Don't worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions.
Yeah,
Consider it
him and that plant.
my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
And what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Him and that plant must be stopped. Inconceivable that he would do such a thing. Look at him down there, conspiring with his plant partner. Unbelievable.
Borrowed? But since you're here for the box, I took all my treasures out. That's why it's empty.
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box? That's what I want.
Oh, you want the thing that used to be in the box? You should have said so.
That sounds
haven't
like
broken
right
it.
there. Oh yes, sir. I would pay very close attention to everything you say. Yes, I'm paying attention to every word. Yes. Oh, definitely, sir. Yes, good sir. I will do that right away. Yes. I paid very close attention, I did. Alright, off to do this thing I definitely paid attention to.
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? It makes more sense to them, but it's gonna get confusing for everyone else.
That's because Klee has mommy issues, whereas Kaya has daddy issues. That's why. That's why they mention different people.
It's okay. I understand.
Gotta love them iframes. Oh, he's gone. He's down for the count.
Nice and spicy. Now you shall perish.
Should be, yeah. He's gone. Night night. Lead the way, little bean. Little bean, not Aranaya. Floaty is mean. Okay, okay. Paimon is not mean. Not Razor's
Traveler
side.
and teacher did a lot for me. A lot of work.
Yes, we did. You are in our debt. How will you ever repay us?
But me, I still can't answer questions. So useless.
Well, at least you know that you're useless.
Dear me, what's gotten you so upset, my little wolf cub? We can't have you being so down in the dumps.
Wait, we can't?
Ah, I see.
Do you?
Cutie, how about you keep Kaya company while I stay here and help Razor process his feelings? As his teacher, I owe him some tutelage anyway.
Oh, she's gonna help you, Razor. Aw, sweet Dommy Mommy's gonna help you with your feelings.
Come and collect him in a few days' time. The last ingredient should be ready by then as well.
A few days? Man, Razor's really getting some hands-on lessons, jeez.
Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play a Kitsuyugen with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, it's called loneliness.
Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played a Kitsuyugen,
That sounds so wrong.
Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish.
Which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Glug, glug, glug. Wait! Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again? No! You're all wrong! The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber! You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky!
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part?
We have found Emma.
Allow me to speak frankly.
This is her true
You will
form.
not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their churning homes, converging at the base of
Never
this
expected
castle.
to see Emma here.
Head to the bottom of the high wall. Forge on through the great gate and raise this banner to proceed.
Oh, she gives me the banner. Okay. I like adventure, yes. It's full of adventure. That looked like Link's horse almost. Almost looked like Epona. Who has stolen you, Epona? Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them. How muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, and we extracted ourselves from a waist-high mire of work, only to end up chin-deep in another. I was one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who could have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrilling dancing on the knife's edge of failure.
From reading through this, it sounds like Boyang and I'm here for good too.
Well, this is just wonderful. So, that's it. There's no way out?
What do we do? Are we gonna die here? But Paimon doesn't wanna die! Paimon's had enough of this place! Let me out!
What was that? Huh?
I got it! I just had a thought.
Anfei
Give me a
has
second, I just need to
brilliant
double
idea.
check. Traveler, I just realized something. Okay, so on my way here, I was studying the will the whole time. But I didn't give any thought to the book that the will was inside of. I don't know it verbatim,
give it
but I
any
have
thought,
read it
huh?
before. The gist of the story goes like this. Millennia ago, an Adeptus made a magic device to seal away evil monsters. Later, he made good friends with a human and gave the device to him to use as a catalyst. A few years later, great demons haunted the mountains. The mortal and the Adeptus joined forces to exorcise them using the same device. And that's not all. The book also says this. When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. This contraption is proof that mortals and Adepti may coexist, that there is unity between heaven and
impossible.
humanity.
I do
I
not
have both
accept
Adepti
this.
and human lineage. Maybe my power can work.
Unacceptable. Am I right? Human and Adepti working together.
It worked! I mean, the effect only lasted an instant because I'm not strong enough, but still, we must be on the right track.
I gotta say, it does intrigue me, the way we all ended up here together. If this is fate, then let's grab it in our hands and turn it around.
Leave the boss to Ushi and me. We're ready.
Traveler, take care of Paimon. Yanfei, you might need to come closer to me when the time comes.
Sure.
Stars align, bestow your light, evil purged by thunder's might. Spirit curbed, pneuma surge, by dictum divine, heed these words. Do as I command!
Aha! The fantastic compass is an amplifier. Maintain this energy level, and we may stand a chance.
I will maintain the energy flow.
Understood.
Everyone, stand back.
I shall hold the line by sealing the surface.
As Yakshas, we must fight for this world. General Alatus, falling in!
They're probably just there for a chat.
Watch out!
This trip may be dangerous, yet you insist on going.
I have guarded this place for several hundred years. Only to seek the nameless Yaksha do I request your approval.
You can't keep this up. Your strength won't last.
Zhongli.
That was close. I thought you were gonna get left behind. I'm so glad you're okay. That was terrifying.
I know what you were thinking, but... Never mind. I know I can't talk you out of a mindset that's been built up over a lifetime. I don't think we were ever going to reach an agreement over the final strategy. But in the end, it was thanks to you that we managed to escape. So, thank you for saving us all.
No. I could not have done this on my strength alone.
Don't mention it.
The Wallies have assembled. Chico's people have assembled. How fitting.
When it comes to the supernatural, I often worry that I haven't shown spirits proper respect and have brought shame upon my clan. Oh,
you know,
speaking of which, may I ask if the two of you are partners for the event?
Sometimes I wonder the same thing when I'm stepping on graves, giving them the middle finger, and spitting on their graves. Sometimes I wonder if I've shown them the proper respect too, you know? Sometimes I wonder.
In the moment that we escaped from that space, I could sense what was left of Bosacius's memory. If I had to say what I gained from this trip, I think that would be it. It's good that one more person will remember him.
Menogias, where have you been?
Brother Yaksha, you're confused again. I've told you countless times, I am Boyoung, the thaumaturge who fought with you in the chasm.
Boyoung? Boyoung? You are Boyoung, but who am I?
Believe me, I want to know as much as you do. Here we are, the two who agreed to stay here together, and I can't even call you by your name. It's a shame.
Stay here? No. No, you have to leave.
Nonsense, Brother Yaksha. We're down here for good now. Don't you remember? It's too late to have regrets. The seal can't be broken.
The seal. Ah, yes. I'm a Yaksha who came here to fight.
Brother, are you okay?
Look at the state of me. I don't think I've got long now.
We're the only two left. Don't go dying on me. You know, today I saw my family down here. Clear as day. What do you think? Am I losing my mind now too?
Probably.
Boyoung, do you want to go home?
I made my decision to leave Zhongzhou up on the surface. I obviously... Of course I want to go home.
I must have family too.
No, that's impossible.
You mean brothers and sisters? I'm sure you do.
Brothers and sisters. Yes, but who am I? And where is my family?
Brother! What's wrong? Hang in there. It's just you and me, don't die before me.
Alatus, is that you?
Who's Alatus? Your memory's going again.
I'm sorry. You all have to see me in this state.
Brother!
Look, there's someone over there.
Who are they?
They're my... I remember now. I know you. My brothers and sisters have come for me, Boyoung.
You're awake? At least tell me your name.
Brother Bosacius.
Hey, Bosacius.
Bosacius.
I am Bosacius, and my destiny is to make the ultimate sacrifice.
I've said so much today, but I don't need to hold back as much when I talk to you. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like you were aware of your destiny? The potential of life? The approach of death? Whatever it might have been. By now, I have accepted that destiny is the one disaster that the Yaksha know most keenly of all. We are destined to misery. And yet, we have no fear.
How?
To a wall. A lock on it. Ooh, Jen, these look like your siblings. I think I found your family. Yeah, this definitely looks like your family here. Now you can be reunited. I can give you the coordinates and you can find your family in Genshin Impact. This is some great news for you, Jen. Different outfits, nothing suspicious about that, Candace.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, she's looking forward. Ooh.
Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
I see.
So, Traveler, Paimon, you two want to
Traveling
come
the
with?
streets with you has already made her day.
We'd
Ooh.
love to, but we've got work to do right now.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Sure.
Ooh, she wants
In that
even
case,
more action.
Candace and I'll head out
wow.
first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand.
She's inviting
You
us
snooze,
into
you
the
lose.
action. Wow.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
We should also get some accessories.
No rush.
Ooh, what?
I think we'll have a better
What are
time
you
if we
talking-
take things slow. See you two later.
Okay.
Feel free to come find us whenever you have the time.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find time. I'm sure we can find time for
Didn't
this.
think that Candace and Dia would come. Hanging out with them sounds like a great time.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna keep such close supervision on him. You won't believe the kind of supervision we're gonna keep him under. I mean, that is until he disappears mysteriously. It's the Australian internet.
In a place where the majority of the
Oh,
people
don't look
that
at
live
that.
there
That
are
didn't happen. Nothing
descendants of
happened.
prisoners.
Nothing happened. Don't look at the
You
stream
just
there.
killed a fucking dog. Wow. Did you see that? He just murdered an innocent
Nobody
dog.
saw anything.
Yeah, I saw that.
Reason that smelting with it was banned. I wonder why that could be. It's almost like it's a harmful substance. Crazy. Almost like listening to the law might have been beneficial. Crazy. This is contingent upon our research progress. Oh, so that's how it is, huh? Alrighty, Paimon's excited now. It's fine. You can use whatever title you want. Paimon, you're salivating. Whatever. Let's get this done and get it done quick. After that, we can discuss the bonuses thing with Mr. Patris.
Round 3, item, Hagoita. Does this mean that the item we have to find in the 3rd round is a Hagoita?
The Shrine Maiden
I
appears to be
mean,
urging us to
either
finish the 3rd
Hagoita
round
or
of the
a
test of
dead
courage.
body. Where did she go? I have no idea where someone's body would be. Why there would be a body. Definitely wouldn't be because of something that I did.
Now you will suffer the full power of the dark side of the Force.
There we go. That's how we make KFC. So we burned it with fire, so then it's also cooked and ready to eat. No need to order it, just blast it with fire. Don't even need to order KFC. Cook it right there and then.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peg. Happy birthday to you. Happy now.
Oh boy. We got this guy again.
What? Another guy?
Yeah.
Happy now.
It's likely that the feelings you're experiencing right now won't occur many times in your life. I urge you to summon the courage to seize this opportunity and see where it takes you, no matter where that may be.
Oh. That's expecting too much from her. Women don't do that kind of thing. They let opportunities slip by them, you know.
What? Really?
Yep.
But that's how it is in battle, too. Opportunities to seize victory are fleeting. When they arise, you have to capitalize on them right away.
Huh.
I imagine it's the same in love. That's my suggestion, anyway.
I mean, it's
Come
true,
on,
but I mean...
Let's read the next letter.
Yeah.
My neighbor is always...
If you see more, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Interesting.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation. Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Fly faster, Paimon.
Because we are Matra.
If you ever need ether tanks and they're at your disposal, there's just one problem. You'd need the form's approval to set foot on the Isle of Harm. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out, but that's a lot. Can't wipe their asses unless it's in accordance with their procedural motions. You may be rest assured that my backside is immaculate. Don't arrest me.
So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
Oh. What does that mean, Alize?
No matter what happens, we have to survive
together.
together.
Alize making moves.
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? It more sense to them, but it's gonna get confusing for everyone else.
That's because Klee has mommy issues, whereas Kaya has daddy issues. That's why. That's why they mention different people.
It's okay. I understand.
You were great, Nilu! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
Yep. Even if her daddy wants to leave, she'll make him stay.
In fact,
you two,
we all knew
Link's
this would
rate of
have
our little bit
happened,
of insanity
but
resides within us all.
It took place too soon, caught us all off guard.
And
there were only
yes,
close
we are
left.
all slightly insane. Just a little bit.
That's right.
The crazy people are all.
I've looked up the directory of Arcadis in the U.S. in
Imagine how
1929.
boring it would be to be
None
the
of
same
their
as
family
everyone
is on
else. You have to be such a boring person.
She was
for that to be
Greco's
the
biological
case.
daughter.
Another normal day. Time to abduct some people, hold them for ransom, and burn some buildings down, am I right? Let's go! Yeah, exactly. Indeed, yes. This is what we do to spice things up a little.
Which combines these crossbones with circular AoEs under every player. Just
No, I couldn't see that.
out of the AoEs and watch for the floating X's.
Basically, this guide is like explaining to you, you have eyeballs. This is how you use your eyeballs and your brain together. This might be a shock to you, but you've had these eyeballs for your entire life, and you've had a few brain cells your entire life. Now here is how you use these eyeballs and brain cells together. It's like, oh my goodness. Why are you even saying any of this? My goodness. Who needs this guide? Honestly, like, this is... Oh my goodness.
Anya will cast Order
Oh,
to
I'm gonna
Bombard,
cry.
which covers
Oh,
a
this
large
is
portion of the floor
painful.
with AoE markers, while line AoEs follow the players.
Oh,
and
this
Julia
is
does
pain. I'll just go along with it for now. As soon as we go into a back alleyway, Scaramouche will accidentally trip and fall on his own blade, tragically ending his life. Such a tragedy. Won't be able to believe what happened, and we'll have to, unfortunately, inform Kusanali of. what the? My screen was like directly facing him. I pressed Q, the screen whips 180 degrees. I faced my screen directly at him again, and it whipped around.
Start the generator.
Put the barrier in the sky. Make the...
Alright, we about to end here.
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Perry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. We should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Well, I need to make more food.
Incoming! Don't blink! Hey! Incoming!
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now. Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good. Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Lynn and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Alright, I'm gonna have to end it here.